The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. With a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
All right, things seem a little bit more stable now. We'll see how things go.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
All this fucking shifting and shit.
Defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made it really nice.
Get over there.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 51 yards. And the Niners have struck first in this NFC title game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This take it in at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the...
That boy let the kicker tackle him. He was gone.
This out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Because he was going to dance.
He managed to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
This joker broke the track. I had a feeling that's where he was going. I thought we was going to get to the flat.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact,
we need
the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
I sat on that motherfucker. I sat on that motherfucker. I sat on that motherfucker. I saw the whip coming 10,000 miles away.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
I want to force him into the middle. I don't want him to bounce.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks.
I got the vertical hook, so I got Tunyon on the vert.
Championship game.
If he goes more than 5 yards, he coming. He coming on the dig.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six.
Oh, I knew it was coming. Oh, I reacted just a split second too late. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit.
And another dude hurt.
Back into this game. Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete,
he want to throw the corner to Tunyon.
That'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
He is really, where we at, second in this? He's really wanting this.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
I got number 3.
You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. This one swung out here to Jones.
I knew it was vertical, wasn't it?
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost
Yep, it was vertical.
there for the offense because
all right, what we want to do? I want to trap.
And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
That ain't there. That ain't there.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards.
Very
and
patient.
The Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he's got room. And he is
I wasn't trying to spin. I was trying to juke.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get
good block shit.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch.
I'll come back to that. Because I know he sits in zone a lot.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ooh, excuse me. Wait. He out of position.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price.
I was saying he out of position.
Before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing now as he's looked good here in this opening quarter of the NFC Championship.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's on me. And they bailed to it, so I was just going to throw a low roller anyway.
Well, you know I'm a defender.
They bailed to it.
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt
They bailed. So I was throwing it low anyway. I wasn't going to risk it.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's man-to-man.
Lance looking to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good job.
Stopped them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Good job.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
I just got to see, is he going to reveal where he at? There you go.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first.
But you know me, I ain't greedy. I take my point.
Decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
I ain't want to risk it. I was like, where's he at?
Continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
Now a hit and a loose football.
We went to pick it up and we didn't get it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. In trouble here.
God dog, Bosa.
Back at the 8-yard line.
God dog.
Able to get in there.
Bosa ran his ass down.
It's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football
Got him.
and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
What are you going to do? 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 It just depends on his. All right, he doing a bunch ace. That's with the what's the name?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. Pass incomplete.
Holding something. What we get?
Backfield, and this might
what?
Be a roughing call. So that penalty will back.
Oh my God! They bailed him out. Oh my God! What are you doing?
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Jones.
I'm like,
Just
bruh.
on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants
We
to
can't give him anything. We got to squeeze him.
In this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd and 9. Where we at? No. I like that.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones.
Good job.
And he'll be taken down as that will.
I picked the wrong one and I caused him to vacate. Normally I like to keep him in it because I know he like running those Texas routes.
After 1.
That's okay. We done had a roughing the passer.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Got him.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up.
Got him.
Javarius Ward. And the
Got him.
49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now, the way they're playing...
Oh, my God. He ran commit, and we fucking blew it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Wow, what a warped tackle. Bro, we had the perfect fucking time. And this mother, bruh, and he blew it. That was touchdown.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And Lance now to throw.
Good pick.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Good pick.
So really,
But I tried to undercut it.
this offense is encountered.
I'm going to test him.
Here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
There's a chance that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
He running a what's the name? He running a what's the name?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Halfback angle route, inbound.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tyler.
Okay. Well, I damn sure thought that was an angle route. Typically from that formation it is.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of
9. All right, y'all, let's tighten up. Let's tighten up.
Down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Jones again on second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown!
They completely vacated it. I don't know what happened on that. It was just a lot of crosses. Just a lot of crosses, and we had people out of position. It's a lot of crosses. All right, we got to tighten up because we gave him that. We gave him that. We got to tighten up. We got to tighten up.
Here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, we gave him that touchdown. That turnover and the touchdown. We could have just sat on him. So
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and
take
it back. Others, they're going to get a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage,
I feel like he might have ran commit on that.
A little bit, maybe their splits a little bit.
I would tell him, be careful with that run commit because if I catch your ass slipping, that's touchdown.
To start the drive, they'll look to make that up and then some on second and
like
13. Second down, and again, it's Davis Price. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So
yep, I figured that.
They're back to a more manageable 4th and 8.
That's a really nice job of them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turn to the side.
Throwing now is Lance.
Good pick. That's on me.
Give it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take.
I thought he was coming up further. He dropped back. That's on me.
Charles, have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for
Got him.
Jones. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard.
He's
That was
going
not
for
a
it.
full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the
He's going for it. I don't know which one he's doing. He's going for it, though.
Occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll go with Jones.
Wow.
They'll touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, and the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call. And
We got to be prepared for the toss.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Rodgers.
I got fucking caught in the wash. I got fucking caught in the wash, man. That's his favorite bootleg play. I got caught in the wash.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Yeah, I got caught in the wash.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hello, zone.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback will have to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first
I never
kick,
understood why you would play that far off.
I'm going to do the same thing.
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence.
Why would you
in
be a man and play that far off?
That he's going to be able to complete,
Trying to
make
trick
him feel
me into
good about
throwing a
himself
pick or
and continue to run your offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And this one is incomplete.
I think someone's going to give him the QB1s here when it gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second.
They're giving him the break on ball right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance.
Good blitz.
Packer pressure.
Good blitz.
And down he goes.
Then they come out and try to give me something like
Second of
that.
their timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I got him.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Now the offense.
It's always a hole in every zone. You just vacating. That ain't going to. It's a hole in every zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and
If I
10.
can isolate Tate one-on-one, I'm going for it.
Now Lance.
Oh, my God. They super bumped me. Oh, my God, man.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Like, they super chunked me.
They got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, my God, man.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off.
They super chunked me way over there.
Interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go.
And he can't find a receiver.
Like, they chunked me way out the way and just gave him one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Oh.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try.
Because he loved throwing corner routes to Tunyon. That's his go-to.
Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Rodgers going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Punt the ball away.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
Let's go out of
He
bounds.
gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Keep bailing.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one.
Why would you even do that?
Man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that will wind up
just short.
He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gautin getting set.
Let's tighten up. We had a sloppy second quarter. Let's tighten up. Go back to what we was doing.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
He going wing pair.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime
Good block,
saying,
man.
Don't panic,
Good block.
and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan.
Good block.
Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot.
I be trying to trap him
See their job
because I know he trying to throw that.
Receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, it's Jones.
Good job, defense.
That time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He's probably finna throw a corner route. Yeah, he probably finna throw a corner route.
49ers now on 3rd.
Watch for the hat. Nah.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
They about to bail this motherfucker out, bro.
Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay.
He's trying to prevent me from returning because he know I'm going to bust that ass in the return game.
1st and 10.
Why don't you take all my damn run plays away?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We got DBs out there.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss.
I don't know what defense that was, but they lined up correctly.
In the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Oh, he in man-to-man. I got his ass.
Here's Lance to throw it. And
Oh, my God. Come on. He getting super bailed out. He getting super bailed out.
Ends up forcing the incompletion.
And the tight end goes in motion left. The Lance going to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense.
Punt it away.
3rd down, just flood the field.
He trying.
In their dime package, nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Hardman on the return.
Yep. Yep.
50
I already know.
yards on the punt there.
We got hella special teams. I already know.
Down at 10.
I already know. We got hella special teams. I already know. What you trying to do?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard.
I'm expecting either a corner route. If he goes trips, I'm expecting a corner route.
On the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you.
With the other one.
Keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it.
Yeah, he went trips.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel
Flip
set
it,
for
flip it,
3rd
flip it,
down.
flip it. I got Tunyon the whole way through.
Now Rodgers.
Golly.
Jones again, complete. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And out of bounds on the other side of
Hey, he using everything.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Rodgers
I tried to swipe at him.
And they'll work take this down inside the 30.
I tried to swat it.
Man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for defenders to shuttle him across all that ground.
Down at the 25.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25 on second down, Rodgers. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
I knew he was going back to it again. That's what he wanted.
Robert Tonyan, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the
I knew he was going back to it again.
The lead here in this NFC Championship game. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
That should have been a penalty. That was unnecessary.
Says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
Oh, my God. This joker did an extra juke on his own. This joker did an extra juke on his own.
But eventually they'll be left with a 4-2.
He did an extra juke on his own.
Once in this game, I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
He's just trying to send the house, man.
He's just trying to send the house. Improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
We need a turnover.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone.
Holden, thank you.
And a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing is Rodgers. Man open, it's J.J.
Of course you use him. Of course you use him.
Just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
He probably got blocking on aggressive. He probably got blocking on aggressive. He know they can't stop they can't run against us. So he got blocking on aggressive to try to get that extra.
And have to grab and hold on.
Jones. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was
trying to use all this misdirection shit.
That's when you're seeing
we
guys
gotta heat
doing
him
their
up.
job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Hey, I sent the blitz, and these jokers still squeeze through there.
Here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
You already know what it is.
Rodgers going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete.
Blitz ain't get there.
Able to convert on 3rd down.
And I don't have no burner.
1st and goal. Even later into his career,
Blitz ain't get there, and I don't have no burners.
They can launch it downfield.
Eventually, he was going to start using it.
I can't imagine this defense thought they'd see a play like this.
That's all it is. Eventually, he was going to start using it.
Defense deep, you got to catch them when they're not expecting it. That was the perfect time to do it, and it paid off big.
Now Jones. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 40-yard line.
He gonna run trip sets the rest of the way.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl.
He gonna run trip sets the rest of the way.
After this break, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I already know. He gonna run trip sets the rest of the way. We at the 4.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Jones again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
I don't understand how I got that many people in the box and nobody can get off a block and make a tackle, man. I don't understand it.
Touchdown of the game. And the Packers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
He's in zone.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
I don't like that.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On play action, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kelly. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second.
Y'all are blitzing. He trying to stop him.
First thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. He's going to let one fly for Tate.
They ain't giving me no PI. No PI. No PI, man. No PI.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Davis Price. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is when you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Lance going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Taken at the goal line.
He should have let that go on that one. He should have let that go.
At the 23-yard line.
He should have let that go. We got to get him off the ball. We got to get him off the ball.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now.
We got to get him off the ball.
In the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. That's good. The completion there.
We got to a 3rd and long.
And a full 10 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way
We got
back
to a third and
across the
long.
field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because
Oh, he definitely doing what I think he's doing.
Sooner, by the time he looked it in,
Do I have it
defender was
without
right on
the...
it.
The offense on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances.
I got
This
Aaron.
is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to line
I knew he, because he loved that route.
That's an excellent job right there on third down.
When he didn't have it, for Aaron Jones, he was going to throw that corner route by any means necessary.
On time, no penalty.
You just had to break it up.
Could get wings. It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And that will come the
We've been in this
offense as they
situation
take
many
over.
times, y'all. Let's do what we do best. Let's close this game out.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38, Lance. And that's
Why would you do that? Oh, my God. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And the fucking pressure came.
Over here at their own 22-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call
He's going to sit on it.
Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 points separating these two sides
He's
with
gonna
2
try to
minutes
sit on
left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second.
He's going to run trips, and he's going to do something. Yep.
Quarter of play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
The clock ain't running.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
I need a chunk play. Where's it at? I know it's in here. Down bunch.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Lance back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot. It's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Lance. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
What you gonna do?
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Okay, ready?
Lance looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
In motion right is Tate. Second down, here's Davis Price. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here.
You a hole for that.
Use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way. but it
Yikes!
does get over the bar. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels.
I tried to rip it out.
Need him again if this game goes to overtime.
I'm letting y'all know right now, he finna try to chunk that bitch deep.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
He finna try to chunk that bitch deep.
To kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken.
And he burned a timeout. You got one play left.
Out shy of the 30 to the 29. And a timeout comes in.
You got one play left. What you doing?
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be
I'm
the
finna
victor.
switch our dude to the other side.
Just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
I'm gonna switch him to the other side.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And CD, we get to see the debut of the brand new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs...
Of course, he finna start using the other fucking speed tight end that he done stashed his whole fucking time. He emptying his bag out. He ain't got nothing else left in that bag.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this throw incomplete.
He running his damn angle route every time. That's what he wants.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big 3rd down coming. Rodgers now to throw. And Allen's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. But able
Corner route, try to protect it, and they ain't do it.
Give him 32 on the play. A nice start for them here to overtime. And maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime because even though you've just played 4 quarters, The feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, what do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints, and they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Working from the gun. Rodgers taking a deep shot here for Hardman. But he's got it inside the 10.
Nothing I can do, man. I just don't have no speed, man.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in
I don't have no I don't have no speed, man.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They forced a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there here in the playoffs. They've got a chance to put this one away.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. We'll see what Lance can do in OT. This one caught by Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
On the counter, Davis Price. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it with a chance
He threw it too far,
man. Here in overtime. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks,
he threw it too fucking far, man.
Here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another.
This dude is like, damn, are we going to run anything other than fucking trips?
Trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
Damn, get our fucking trips. Shit.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of
like, oh shit, all this motherfucker doing is fucking running trips.
Coaches decide to do now. Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive
shit,
strategy?
get out fucking
do you take
trips.
the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 115 yards.
I'm out of fucking formations, man. I'm out of fucking
That's a nice pickup
formations.
down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
An inside give to Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The give is to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Charles, any chance they go for it here?
I think that there's a chance. They have to consider it because of the way they played offense in this game. I mean, look at the scoreboard. Look at the points that they've put up. They feel confident that they can keep it going. But the risk is, and the downside is, you don't get it here, you've set up your opponent in really good field position.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series was everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
We're just outside of field goal range. 3 points, all that's needed. Here's 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Davis-Price once more. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a
fuck that. We can kick a field goal and win the game right here. Let's kick a field goal and get the fuck up out of here. I'm tired of playing.
Just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
What I want him to do is burn a timeout, so I'll run a play.
Now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo.
Now I'm finna run a play.
Timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
Because now it's not going to let him do it like that.
This now in field goal range. It's a question of when you want to try it. Here's 1st down. Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis-Price. And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
at your boy!
And with that, they are off to
Holler at your boy!
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way
Let them know!
to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
Jesus Christ, everybody blowing me up. Y'all need to be patient. Fucking Christ.